Hello everyone! This is Katie Colleen here and welcome back Colleen Clan. If you're new, then come join the family for Colleen's Closet Clear Out. Today I am rehoming and selling some of my old cosplays. So it has really started to pile up. I believe last time I counted it was close to 40 cosplays, and that's too much for one person. I also could not shut my closet door anymore, and I think that's like signaling that there's a problem here. Okay, so I have Gertrude here, Gertrude the dress form, to help show off some of these cosplays. Another note is that everything I am looking to rehome or sell today was fitted to my own body, so I will have my measurements up here. I am very much tall and thin. I'm kind of shaped like a twig. So if you are twig shaped, this may actually be a really good opportunity for you to get some cosplays at a really good price. Okay, so category number 1 is the donation set of costumes. So with these ones that I'm about to show you, all you gotta do is pay for shipping and it is yours. I live in the United States, so if you are outside the United States, that may be kind of a hefty amount to pay, but all you gotta do is pay shipping and it's yours. Sorry, Gertrude. We're going to have to put on a different outfit. First up is a black Clover cape. This is a vintage Colleen Cosplay. I made this when I was still like learning how to sew. So it is not like the most amazing thing. I'm not gonna try and sell it to you as like the most amazing thing I've ever made, but the craftsmanship is still pretty solid. So this cape is completely lined. It has this nice gold trim on it. I made this many years ago, so I have no idea what store I bought this patch off of, but this is an embroidered patch I got off Etsy. Has a nice hood, again completely lined. And because it's a cape, it's for the most part free size, so you don't have to worry as much about sizing on this one. It just goes on over the head. If you would like it and you are willing to pay shipping, it is yours. So next up is actually Bakugo. What can I say? I just did not really like this cosplay that much. So with Bakugo, like again, there's nothing really wrong with Bakugo. The only thing I would suggest you change is the little clips. Oh my. The little clips on the hair pieces. I think they could be changed out with the clips that you use for like hair bows. Right now, there are these little clips that you use to get hair out of the way when you're styling wigs, and it just didn't quite have enough grip, but I of course made it work. So this comes with the shirt, which is a pretty tight fit on me, so you'd want to be pretty close to my measurements. Comes with the hair pieces. So I have some gloves. It also comes with this belt. I don't really know where I was going with this design-wise, but it looks cool. So I have a belt, and I have these little bands that go on my bicep. So all of that is Bakugo, and I just don't want Bakugo anymore, so pay shipping and Bakugo is yours. Okay, then the last thing that is on my donate pile of things is a Supergirl kimono. Everything else that you're gonna see today was handmade by me, but this was not. So this is a kimono from Sky Creation on Etsy. So it has the belt and it has a snap-on cape. So this just snaps on and off. I originally paid $50, I think, for this whole getup, and I just don't see myself wearing it anymore. So pay shipping and it is yours. So that is it for the cosplays that are being donated, I guess. So the rest of the cosplays we're looking at today, I am actually selling. So these are, for the most part, being sold at material cost or less. I really just want these to find a home that loves them. I put a lot of work into these costumes, and sitting in my cosplay closet, I don't think is doing them justice. I think they can have a much better life with someone who actually wants to wear them to a con. The first costume we're going to look at is Poochyena. This is an original design based off the Poochyena Pokemon. And this one actually involved quite a bit of faux fur, and faux fur is like really expensive. The advantage to this one is it is also for the most part free size. So this just fits on over the head and everything else is free size. The skirt just ties at the side, so this also has a lot of size variance depending on how wide you want this lace up area to be, but that can fit a lot of different sizes. And then the wolf ears. So I have little gloves. These are size dependent to my little noodle arms. And then I have a whole bunch of armor. So honestly, like, this was pretty good for one of my first attempts making armor. This is how the armor looks. So this was all handmade by me. It has the Pokemon symbol and then the dark symbol. So I imagine you could use this for a few different dark type Pokemon. And then it has the fur trim all the way around the armor. It has 2 forearm bracers, a like leg armor piece, a bicep piece, and another bicep band. Okay, the wig is also included. I can't find the wig right now, but assuming I can track down that wig, the wig will also be included. It is a lace front wig off of Amazon. So next up is Wonder Girl Cassie Sandsmark from Teen Titans. And this is, I think, a really beautiful cosplay. I really enjoy Wonder Girl, and the reason I have come to the conclusion that I want to sell this Wonder Girl is because my heart is now set on Wonder Girl Donna Troy. I really have been enjoying her appearance in the Rebirth series of Titans, and I do not see why any one person needs more than one Wonder Girl costume, says the person with 4 Supergirl cosplays. That's not the point. So this is a fitted top. It just goes on over the head. So this is going to be one of those cosplays that is a lot more dependent on fitting similar measurements to what I have. It has a beautiful applique on it. I think this applique is honestly gorgeous. And then the pants have these stars on them. And I kind of forgot about this, but I actually did detailing. It has pockets, guys. It has pockets, just wanted to say. So we got the butt pockets, completely functional, and they do have this little star stitch that I put on them just for fun. And then she does also have front pockets, but they're like girl pants front pockets. I didn't make them too big, and this is made out of a stretch. They're meant to look like jeans, but have the comfort of a stretch fabric. So here's the lasso. It's literally just a trim from Joann's. I also have a headband from, I don't know, Claire's or something. I think it was Claire's. But the headband and of course the bracers. The bracers I'd say are definitely the weakest point. They have like a little corset lace up in the back. I actually made a tutorial on it. I don't think I'll be including the wig, and that's because my Wonder Girl wig is now my Lucy wig, which is another reason that I feel like Wonder Girl's time at the Colleen Cosplay residence is just kind of coming to an end. Next up is Whitney from Poochyena. Whitney was made very well, and she's never really gonna see a con. So I actually made this last year. So it was with all of my sewing skills that I had very recently. So this has really clean craftsmanship on it just because I had a lot more experience at sewing by the time I got to making Whitney. It's completely lined. I have a little arm piece I made. I have socks. I don't know how hygienic it is to sell socks, but if you're okay with that sort of thing, I will wash them and send them over. And then the shoes. So these are a size 8 in women's, and these are Converse. I bought them off of Depop for like $20. I think they'd only been worn once. So completely hand painted with acrylics to look like Whitney's shoes. I think these are actually adorable, like cosplay or not. These are pretty cute. And then this comes with the wig, and that is like the majority of the cost is just the wig. The wig was by far the biggest part of this costume. It took many, many hours of styling, and it is an Arta wig, so it is pretty good quality. So the wig will also come with this. That's it. I'm sorry, Whitney. I'm sorry you never saw a cosplay convention with me. Maybe your new owner will take you to a con and you'll be able to see it. Maybe. Next is the Temari Genin outfit, and I made this for a tutorial request. Everybody wanted to see this tutorial on my channel. The thing that kind of makes me hesitant for tutorial requests is I still have to buy all the materials and do all the work. And then at the end, I'm left in this situation where I'm trying to sell the thing I made in the tutorial because I don't actually want it. So honestly, I still love Temari. I just don't feel really comfortable cosplaying as her 12-year-old version, especially when I have versions of her that are when she's much older. So anyways, this one is also for sale, and everything is completely lined. And the sash is completely lined, the entire dress is lined. It has all these nice little details sewn in. I feel like this has really good craftsmanship to it. It's just the dress and the sash for this one. So this cosplay is actually a bit more loose fitting, so you might be able to get away with a little bit larger size. You can see how it's kind of shaped like this. So that might also give you a little bit of leeway on the sizing for this. And she will be ironed. I realize she's looking kind of wrinkly, but she will be ironed. I did not think I would be selling this one, actually. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. So this is my own original design, inspired by Batgirl's costume. So it's actually a hoodie. This is a long sleeve hoodie. It has a little hood on it. And then the Batgirl symbol, this was actually not appliqued on, it was just a zigzag stitch. So that was before I learned how to do the really nice applique stitching. This cape is something I was so proud of for so long. In a lot of ways, you're like looking at like the origin of Colleen Cosplay. This cape was one of the first things I made all by myself. I'd really like to just see a complete redo on Batgirl, and I feel like selling my original version is going to be what helps me get there. So I would like to mention, in the form of being completely honest, I do see some pilling on the inside with this yellow fabric. The cape is free size if you're interested in just the cape. It has a whole lot of volume to it, a whole lot of swoosh. And the outside layer is actually the Yaya Han power ribbed fabric. So this is really nice for the black fabric. I just couldn't find a yellow that was the same quality, so the yellow is pilling a bit. But the black is still a very nice quality fabric. It holds up here with 2 sets of hook and eyes. It also comes with the belt. This is a belt from Amazon. Honestly, not great quality, but I'll throw it in. And then I have the mask. So I bought this bat mask from some vendor at Radcon, but it's this really beautiful lace mask, and then it has the little bat wings on the side. And I can throw the wig in too. The wig has also lived a really long and full life. I'll try and give the wig a little brush through. This is the cosplay that's gonna be hard to let go of, but I almost want it to like see the most life. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm feeling so many emotions. Like, this was one of the costumes that like started it all. Like, I hope Batgirl goes to a loving home. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope she goes to a loving home because Batgirl certainly made me happy for many, many years. Okay, on that emotional note, let's move on to the next one. And that is my summer Adora cosplay. So I made this cosplay in a single day. It was my one-day cosplay build. So it's pretty simplistic, but I think it's also really cute. So it comes with the top, and then you have these little athletic pants. So here are the shoes. Like Whitney, these were painted. They're also a size 8 women's in Converse, but these are like beat to trash. These were shoes that I'd worn many, many, many years in a row, and they are very beat up. That being said, if you still want them, I will throw them in. I don't care. I'm just letting you know these shoes have lived a long life before they even became cosplay shoes. I have some socks. Again, if you're not comfortable with wearing socks someone else has worn, that's fine. If you want them, I will wash them and send them. It just is your tolerance and how you feel about those sorts of things. I have a undershirt that I wore under it. This is literally just a camisole that I cut the bottom off of. Got the socks. I got these little hand wraps. It's literally just fabric that I just wrapped like that around my hand. Not a super complex cosplay, but I also feel like I can get some more closet space by moving this on to someone else. Okay, so say that you want to get your hands on one of these original Colleen cosplays. Well, I'm going to be putting them on Instagram the day that this video comes out. And so they will be on my Instagram story, so that lasts for 24 hours. So if you are later than 24 hours to seeing this video, you may have missed that time window to get the like first dibs on these. So they will be on my Instagram story, and you can message me on Instagram to get a hold of one of these guys. And then anything that does not sell in that first 24-hour period on my Instagram story, I will be putting on Lumika, I'm pretty sure is where it's gonna go. So not sponsored or anything, but I just think this is really cool. So Lumika is basically a Depop, but for cosplayers. So it's basically a website just dedicated to cosplayers and cosplay items where you can resell all of your cosplays. So I'm going to try putting my cosplay stuff on there for anything that doesn't sell, and that should be able to be accessed by anyone who has internet access. So that is how you can get a hold of one of these cosplays. None of these cosplays will be on my channel anymore. And just FYI, BB-8 and Felicia have already been rehomed to some of my good friends, so you won't be seeing them on my channel either. But I do think I will make another Fire Emblem cosplay in the future to bring back our Fire Emblem group that me and my friends had going on. I'm happy to have my closet space, but like still sad to see them go, but like happy to see them go to someone who will love them, but like sad that their time with me is done. I don't know the word for this emotion. I'm not really sure what word it is, but like I'm happy sad. I'm like, I want to see you guys be loved, but also I'm sad that your time with me is done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!